take off that extra 20, 30, 40 pounds, our next guest can help. Even if you need to lose more than that, he can help you live a better life and live a healthier life year-round. Along with that, spreading it into your family to help them live their best life. Welcome this morning, Dr. Keith Amadeo with Collierville Weight Loss to tell us how it's not just about a magic pill, right?
You're right, Amy. Thank you so much for having me first off. But that's what a lot of people think, you know, I'm going to eat this magic pill and the weight's going to come off.
Right.
There's a lot that needs to change.
Yes.
You know, it has to be a lifestyle change to get healthy.
Right.
And we were just talking about in the intro, you know, all the weight that we're losing, 10, 20 pounds. And we were talking off camera about how it's just not about the weight.
That's exactly right.
It's about our knee pain, the way we feel, our chronic fatigue. Do we have depression? As we lose weight, we want to address those issues as well because it's overall health. The scale is fun. It's exciting to see it go down.
Yes.
But we want those quality of life issues to go up as well.
Right.
Because the scale is just a unit of measurement.
Okay, say that again because I love that.
Scale is just a unit of measurement. You can drive yourself crazy looking at it, but if you're telling me you're feeling better, your clothes are fitting better, your sex drive is up, whatever it may be, those are issues. Those are quality of life issues that I want to see change.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Dr. Amadeo, and I don't think I'm alone in saying this, the scale for me, if I get on the scale and it's heavy, I'm going to have a crappy day. If I get on the scale and it's down, I'm going to have a great day. But you're saying it doesn't need to be like that.
I always talk to patients every day about separating those two things.
Yes.
Weight can fluctuate. Obviously, as long as we're trending downward, we're getting off medication.
Yes.
Pain's going away.
Yes.
I keep going back to that word, quality of life's going up.
Quality of life.
Because you can drive yourselves crazy. You know, during the weight loss process, the scale will fluctuate. It's not about a good day or a bad day. It's about doing the right things over and over to get into a goal.
And doing the right things, you write about that a lot in your book. We're talking about doing things that you can do for the rest of your life.
Right. I always tell patients this has to be something real life.
Wonderful.
Like I said, you can't eat prepackaged food for the rest of life. You can't count calories for the rest of life. You don't want to be sitting there at Thanksgiving dinner with a Jenny Craig packet by yourself. You don't want to do that.
Eating your little muffin and the little thing.
It has to be real life. And that's what we're really after is a lifestyle change. And really what we're talking about off camera too is focusing on getting off these medications and really addressing these diabetes patients that run so rampant here in Memphis. That's what I really specialize in.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm really focused on. But all other health conditions too, heart disease, these statin drugs, they're not good for you. All drugs have side effects.
They do.
Patients aren't dumb anymore. They know. They turn on the news. Every time they turn on the news, there's a lawsuit or somebody, you know, there's going on with all these drugs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always tell patients the less stuff we can take, the better off we'll be.
Very good. And you actually ask your patients, Dr. Amadeo, to bring things in with you that they're taking. And you tell the story, and I think it never gets old, about the lady that came in with a bag full of pills. And it's like, golly, how are you living your best life when you have to take all this medicine?
And that's really funny. Yesterday when I was in the office, we talk about a bag full of pills. A lady brought a bin in. It was a bin.
You are kidding
full of pills. And I just asked her simply, do you think that's health or not health? She just looked at it, she like pushed it away. She's like, I'm done with this. Good. She couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Obviously, we couldn't get off everything she's on. Starting off, you know, as the care program goes on, we can start eliminating or reducing medications.
Yes, eliminating or reducing.
Right.
And even I would say that that's probably the healthy way to eliminate and reduce and then add in healthy foods like lettuce, salads.
Right, there's always a good food management plan. You know, there's always things we can do, but you can't take somebody from here to there really quickly. Like you said, we want to gradually get them in the right direction. Because, you know, the body can go in shock, whatever it may be, but if we can gradually, over time, get these good habits, getting off medications, feeling better, you know, knee pain going away, that's what we're after.
Absolutely.
Never a quick fix.
Never a quick fix. And we often talk about the children that we're raising. You know, nowadays with social media, I'm seeing less children get outside and do activities and more kids being like this. And that has to weigh into the obesity level.
Right. And what I do like about my patients, sometimes I'll have a husband or wife, or a wife, they'll go home, start changing their life, and guess what happens?
Everybody else
changed.
My friend.
I've heard stories over and over. You know, my daughter now is playing softball. She's doing this. She's doing that. They feel better, and they actually look better. I mean, they're just healthy. They feel better.
They're healthy. So are you talking about doing little things like parking your car the furthest in the parking lot, taking the stairs as opposed to the elevator, things like that? Or you talk about that in the book, in fact.
We talk about a little bit about that. I don't really focus too much on exercise because a lot of my patients, exercise is way far down the road.
Let's do one thing. It does make sense.
Let's get you feeling better. Let's get some weight off. Let's reduce these medications. And then maybe 2 or 3 months, let's talk about exercise or incorporating something after we start feeling better.
Perfect. So little steps.
Little steps.
Baby steps so you can maintain it.
Absolutely. this is not going to be this is going to be a lifestyle change. I mean, this is what we want for the rest of our life, not for 2 or 3 months.
Absolutely. And I love it because Dr. Amadeo comes from a long line. His father's a physician, and in fact, he's based in Collierville, but he knows the Mid-South. He knows this community. And where do we go to find you, my friend?
You can go to KiroWeightLoss.com, but obviously always call. It's easier, 901-221. You got it.
8964. And you're located fabulous in the fabulous community of Collierville. KiroWeightLoss.com. You can find him right there. We're back after a short break.